What's up, chat? We are back. How's it going, everybody? All right, what's up? What's up, OG Testy? What's up, Super Combo? What's up, Nico? What's up, Crispa? What's up, Deshaun? Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, let's get a new workspace launched inside of BridgeSpace. Let's go. All right, 2 quads, 2 codecs, and 2 Gemini. All right, let's get this launched. All right. Let's get to it, guys. Let's turn the music down just a little bit. Let's turn it down. All right, what's up, chat? What's up? Welcome back. So, guys, I have a big announcement to make. So, for those of you that may or may not be in the Discord, it looks like Grok 4.2 just came out on OpenRouter. Here, let me check if that's... is it on OpenRouter? Let's check. If it is, that's important. Let's see here. Here's OpenRouter. Is it out on OpenRouter? Oh, wow. All right. So, guys, we just actually had a release, literally just now. Shout out to whoever said that in chat. So, it looks like Grok 4.2 is also out inside of OpenRouter. So, we're definitely going to want to test this. Wow, this is insane. Okay, so let's get kind of started for the day. So, this is actually new here. Grok 4.2 beta did just get released on OpenRouter. So, we definitely want to take a screenshot of this, guys. Grok 4.2 beta is now live on OpenRouter. So let's make a quick X post about this, and let's put it inside of Bridgebench. But what's up, chat? How's everybody doing? Yep. So we are gonna do some SEO optimization today. If you guys watched my video before the start of this stream, it actually turns out that basically I used Perplexity Computer, and Perplexity Computer was able to find all sorts of stuff for improvements for our SEO. So I'm gonna show that to you guys in a second, but guys, it does look like Grok 4.2 did just launch. So let's check this out. So something crazy about Grok 4.2 is it's like super affordable, and the context window is 2 million, which is like off the charts. So let's actually BridgeBench this real quick. So let's get a couple agents kicked off to put this into BridgeBench. If you guys are unfamiliar with BridgeBench, this is the benchmark for our internal vibe coding benchmark. So let's see how this model does. I need you to now put this through the BridgeBench and launch all tasks concurrently, and then output the results to me in a table. And then we also can do the same thing. And what we're gonna do, so BridgeBench. And we're also going to put this through the creative HTML benchmark. Okay, this just came out on stream. That Perplexity SEO report looked really professional and legit. Yeah, the Perplexity SEO, so just before I started the stream, I had a video today, okay? I did a video, and I want to show you guys basically like what it came up with. Let me see here. So you guys definitely want to see this. This is really, really cool. Let me find this. Okay, perfect. I got it. All right, so check this out, chat. So we're going to run that through the BridgeBench, but check this out. So if you guys look at this, this is Perplexity Computer, and I actually just purchased the Perplexity $200 a month max plan. And with the max plan, you get 45,000 credits, and it created this SEO audit, okay? So it created this audit report for our SEO, and it basically ranked us 2 out of 10 for SEO. So we have nearly 120,000 monthly visits to BridgeMind, which is great. But we definitely, have a lot of improvements to make. Short Stories, what's up, man? How's it going? He said, just got my first client for 20 bucks per month. Let's go, man. That's awesome. Super Combo just said, check DM. Okay, let me check DM. But yeah, so this just, oh, wow, that was fast. Oh my gosh. All right, so Grok, oh, wow, 93. Okay, chat, this does very, very well. Run this model through the creative HTML benchmark. Okay, I'm actually really impressed by this, guys. I'm really, really impressed. So first of all, most tasks took under 3 seconds, all under 7. So this is insanely fast. Did you guys see how fast that was? Let's see how fast was this? What was the latency? Did you guys see this? So this is Grok 4.2. It just released. Can somebody let the Discord know that Grok 4.2 just released in OpenRouter, and now we're putting it through BridgeBench? This is insane. Wow. Okay, look at this, chat. So this is a super, super fast model. Grok 4.2, super fast. super fast. So I'm very impressed. Let's actually put this here. Give me 1 second here. Let me open up Cursor. I want to use Cursor to actually do a quick SQL script to actually write this to the database so that we can update the Bridgebench and then make an X post. As you guys know, a quick announcement. Sorry, I got distracted by the launch, but BridgeMind is basically like starting to take off. So yesterday we saw a record number of paying subscribers come in, which actually beat the record that was set the day before. So the day before, the paying subscribers was 37, and then yesterday it was 47. And most of the people that are subscribing, like people are buying pro yearly plans, which are $600 a month. So shout out to everybody that is signing up for BridgeMind and using BridgeSpace. It's been just really helpful to be able to, you know, process some of these bugs and some of these initial launch issues. But honestly, like people are really liking BridgeSpace, and this is BridgeSpace. What you guys see right here, this is BridgeSpace, and people are loving it. So thanks so much for the feedback. But yeah, Banfront said real world task test. Please put Grok to work for let's see the results. Yeah. Yeah, so let's we're gonna put it through the HTML benchmark here. The one issue that I don't like is just the fact that, like, hey, let's take Grok for example, like they don't have a CLI, so sometimes it can be difficult to like kind of be able to like get a good feel for it, just because hey, they don't have a CLI tool, and like that's how a lot of vibe coders are working nowadays, is through CLIs. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to just make a post. All right, hold on, guys. I'm making an X post real quick. Okay, let's grab that from Perplexity. Let's grab this SEO report, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to download this as a PDF, okay? So I just downloaded this report, and let's open up Finder real quick. And we want to process this report, okay? And honestly, I think the best way to process this is going to be with GPT 5.4 extra high, because this is the most capable model when it comes to like long-running tasks. I need you to do an in-depth review of the SEO audit and create a structured plan for the implementations that we should do. Create a README that is a structured implementation plan in phases. The beginning phases should be the most important factors that we can easily fix. The later on phases should be maybe some less important factors that are more difficult to fix, but create this README respectively. So yeah, so somebody asked, is Grok the new meta? So we don't know yet. I will say though, if you guys look at you guys are seeing it here first. We're about to submit this to Bridgebench, but so far, what we're seeing is like, yeah, this is a pretty good model, chat. Definitely something that you guys want to take note of, because I mean, yeah, you guys just saw it. It got 93 on Bridgebench, so we'll take a look at 93.4. Task completed, the task completion rate, it completed 115 out of 130, so the completion rate wasn't quite up to par, but still very good. I'm very impressed. All right, but give me 1 second, chat. I'm going to now upload this. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna copy this real quick, and then just make a quick. I just put Grok 4.2 beta through the Bridgebench, and I need you to review the results and then help me SSH into the jump box of the database and insert the new row into the Bridgebench leaderboard. Okay. All right, so let's submit this real quick. So I'm gonna drop in Bridgebench, and yeah, I just need to get this online, because guys, like, one thing that's cool that you guys get to see is that you guys get to see me not only, you know, build and do what I do best, which is, you know, vibe coding, but you guys also get to see me do the marketing that is so important when it comes to building projects. You know, I'm not trying to be a content creator or somebody that ends up like just getting a bunch of sponsors. Like, I'm very passionate about this space. I want to build an AI company. I am building an AI company in BridgeMind. You know, we have over 3,000 users now very quickly. And you guys can see the goals behind me. You know, $10,000 a month in MRR. That's the goal. And I think that we're going to absolutely blow by it. Python, what's up? How's it going? He said, I hope Grok takes off. It's so capable. Extras, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, 93.4 is good. We'll see. I forget what it even is. Like, let's put the UI now. Let's put it in here. I now need you to update BridgeMind UI to add in the creative HTML respectively to the website, and then update the Bridgebench page so that this model is added, and that for each creative HTML prompt that this is added. So we're gonna submit this. Are you using Google models for coding? How much did it cost you to build such thing, just vibe coding? I mean, I spend it's now over $1,000 a month on AI, and the reason that I spend so much is because, hey, BridgeMind is an AI company. We're an agentic organization. Everything that we do, we use AI for. Something that I want to show you guys just briefly here, which is a really, really cool feature, is check this out, guys. So I can do this right here. Do you guys see this generate handoff? So this is a feature that I built yesterday, and as you guys know, handoff prompts are incredibly useful. And in order to create a really useful agentic coding tool like we have here with BridgeSpace, so the product that we're working on is BridgeSpace. This is the product that's basically caused BridgeMind to start to take off. We had, hundreds of signups yesterday, 47 paying subscribers sign up yesterday. So I feel really good about the way that things are headed. This is basically like if you want to succeed in vibe coding and agentic coding, if you're like a beginner and you don't have like a ton of experience, then like you could probably use like a tool like Cursor that maybe is just like a little bit more simple to use. It's more expensive, and you're not going to get as much use than if you had a Claude subscription and we're using it inside of BridgeSpace. But if you're like a beginner and you're just getting started out, it's going to be easier for you to work with something like Cursor because Cursor is just like simple. You are going to pay more, but I would recommend that if you're a beginner. Don't use BridgeSpace. The workflows are going to be a little bit more complicated, but I think that expert agentic coders and agentic engineers, true agent orchestrators, they're going to be using BridgeSpace because this is what BridgeSpace is for. It's built for people that really want to succeed with agentic coding. So let's do a handoff prompt here. So this is the new feature that I built last night in my Vibe Coding No Talking stream. So check this out. Elon Musk also retweeted Grok post. I see. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean he retweeted the Grok post? Which Grok post? Wait, what do you mean Elon Musk also retweeted Grok post? Which Grok post? Not one of mine, right? If Elon Musk retweeted me, I'd be getting like insane amounts of traction. I don't think he retweeted me. What did he retweet though? Alright, I'm gonna make a quick post. So Grok, so guys, Grok 4.2 did just go live inside of OpenRouter. We are benchmarking it right now. You guys that are on stream, you guys did just see, basically the results are already here. So if we go to the Bridgebench, I don't know if this is added already, but you can go to the Bridgebench. If you go to community and you go to Bridgebench, you'll see the Bridgebench here. And wow, so it is already added. Here it is, chat. So Grok 4.2 beta. So here is how it stacks up. You guys can see it here. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. It's in 6th place here. It's in 6th place. I think that that's okay. This is something that we've been expecting for a while now. To finally have it inside of OpenRouter is definitely nice. But yeah, so 6th place. I don't know. I think that like that's a lot better. I mean, we can put Grok 4 in there to benchmark Grok 4 to see like where Grok 4 stacks up. But I mean, you can see here that Grok 4.2 did beat out GPT 5.2 Codex. That's definitely something that's important to note. Also, I will say it is fast. It's not as fast as, Claude Opus 4.6 or Sonnet 4.6, but it is fast. So that's pretty good. Let's make a quick X post about that. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. But yeah, let's make an X post about this. Yeah, Grok 4.2 beta just got released. Hold on, guys, I'm getting a call. I'm getting called from like a undisclosed number. Should I pick this up, guys? What do you think? Kind of distracting on stream. No, I'm not gonna pick this one up. I don't know who it is, so if somebody doesn't like have their number, I'm just not gonna pick up. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean. All right. I'm gonna have to take this, guys. All right. Hold on, guys. Let me mute my mic. Hold on. Sorry. This is so distracting. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me take this real quick. Hello. This is Matthew. Oh, hey, Elon, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, you're watching the stream? Yeah, I mean, I'm covering the release. Yeah, how'd you guys score? Yeah, you guys got 6. I mean, 93.4 on Bridgebench is pretty good. You guys beat out GPT 5.2 Codex. Yeah, I mean, I can try and hype it up for you if you want, but it's gonna cost you at least like 500K. Okay. All right, sounds good. 500K. Yeah, just make sure I get the money before, like, just like within like the next hour. If you could just send me a Bitcoin, would be cool. And we'll be good. All right, thanks, Elon. All right, see you. All right, guys, sorry about that. That was my ex-wife. Yeah, I mean, I literally blocked her, but she keeps, she like figured out how to do like star 67. She's been spamming me. She always sneaks her way through there. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, those ex-wives will be pretty good. But we're gonna make a post real quick about Grok 4.2. So I mean, I'm pretty impressed here. It hit number 6, which I think it'd be worth running Grok 4 through just to see the. Somebody in chat said Grok is dead. Whole XAI team members are leaving on daily basis. The only thing which is nice is the Imagine feature. I don't think that that's the case, dude. I mean, they like Grok 5. I mean, Grok 5 is that's like their big jump off. Also, guys, here is what here is the handoff prompt. So I check this out. So this is a new feature inside of BridgeSpace. So check this out. So basically what you're able to do is up here in the top right, you can click this button, okay? And this button is the generate handoff button, okay? And what you can do here is you can literally just click this button and you can say, okay, I want to generate a handoff, right? And we're actually gonna improve this a little bit, but this is gonna be a handoff via Codex. Hold on, we shipped that feature. The one with Claude definitely works. Hold on, don't close the terminal. All right, let's do, so the Codex one doesn't work. That's a bug that we're gonna need to fix. But check out this handoff. The logic here is really interesting. Your determined speed, my latency, not TPS. Yeah. Can you work on multiple project directories in one BridgeSpace grid view? Absolutely, man. Yes, absolutely. So here is what the handoff will do, but I actually think that there's a better way to do this, guys. And pretty much what my idea is, and you guys can let me know what you think about this, but what we're gonna do is instead of doing this handoff, like you generate the handoff and you can take it wherever you want, right? But I'm thinking that potentially a better way to do this would be, hey, instead of it just like creating this handoff for you to then copy, I think a better approach could potentially be that, hey, when you do this handoff, that it'll just go like directly to that other assistant with basically a system prompt to give that other assistant the prompt that it needs. Hung said, just tried the one subscription method for a few services. It's very hard to pull it right. Respect, bro. Thank you, man. Grok is getting a lot of data via Tesla cars. Watch them cook in the next year. Yeah, I think that Grok is going to do really well. I think they'll do well. But guys, I do want to check out a couple things. So we do have this SEO implementation here. So this is the README. Let's pull up this README. So let's just pull up Cursor real quick and pull up this README. Where is Cursor? Let's find it. All right, this is why I get way too lost. I have too many tabs. I always have way too many tabs open. Okay, so let's check this out real quick. So this is in SEO README. Let's find this. Okay. So here is the README plan. All right, so let's do preview. Okay, so here is the SEO implementation. So remember, we basically use Perplexity to do a complete in-depth review and then be able to, you know, come back with like some improvements that we can make to our SEO for BridgeMind. Here is all the information that we got back. Now, okay, what's the first phase? I don't know. Python asked, did the Bridgebench finish for Grok? Yeah, so it did. So you guys can go to my X if you want to see that, or you can go to BridgeMind.ai. And if you guys go to BridgeMind.ai, here is the results for Bridgebench. We can go here. It ranked number 6, okay? It ranked number 6, which is decent. I would be interested to see how the multi-agent does as well. So here's how it performs. So Grok 4.2 beta, you can see it here. The completion rate, 88.5%. But Grok 4.2, Andriana said, bro, what app are you using for coding? So I'm using BridgeSpace. So this is actually, we're building BridgeSpace using BridgeSpace. This is an incredibly useful ADE, an agentic development environment. And this is what we're using for agentic coding is BridgeSpace. So let's take a look here. Let's just kind of like get started for the day. I do want to test something out. I want to check out Posthog here. I want you to use the Posthog MCP and come back to me with the data and analytics summary and a breakdown of what we're seeing on the website traffic and conversions. So there are some things with Posthog that don't quite work. So some of the data, I think that I updated it, review the last week of data. Grok is in artificial analysis. Okay, let's go check this out. So Grok 4.2 just got put in artificial analysis. Shout out to Micah, the coder, for letting me know. That's big. So let's go check this out. So Grok 4.2. Wow. Whoa. Look at NVIDIA Nemotron. Super, super fast. Let's check this out, though. So intelligence. Let's add Grok 4.2 to the list. Finally, they fixed that issue that was in that dropdown. Okay, so here it is. Grok 4.2 beta. How does it do? Grok 4.2 beta. All right, so here it is, guys. Let's can I remove a lot of these models? There's a lot that aren't even really needed here. Let's remove these. I don't even care about. All right, so Grok 4.2 right here. Here's Grok 4. So you can see the jump here. Let's add in the frontier models here. Let's do Opus 4.6. Let's add in GPT 5.4. Let's add in Gemini 3.1. And here's what we're looking at in terms of Grok 4.2. So yeah, so check this out, guys. So on the coding index, the model just does not do good on the coding index. Okay, this is worth making a post about. Here it is. Okay, here is Grok 4.2 right here, and yeah, it's up there in the frontier. Okay, it does do better than Sonnet 4.5, but only by a few. It's in 42 on the coding index. What about the intelligence index? How does it do there? It does 48. That is decent. What about the agentic index? Whoa, 51. Wow. So pretty bad there for Grok 4.2. Let's make a quick X post about this. But yeah, I mean, guys, you can't be having now make a post about this for artificial analysis on the coding index. Look how Grok 4.2 performed. Have a viral hook and make a post that is super simple and notes that it doesn't perform great on the artificial analysis index. I mean, yeah, I would say that, hey, in terms of coding index, right? Hey, should you be using Grok 4.2? No, you shouldn't. Look at it, 42. That is so far behind. That is insanely. I mean, this isn't really their model for it's gonna be a huge leap. I feel that'll be Grok 5. Grok 5 is highly anticipated. But yeah, I mean 42 is just not gonna cut it, guys. That's not that good. Yeah, that's not that great. So check this post out, guys. So this is my new post. So here it is, 42. Mr. Kowal said garbage model. Yeah, it's I mean, I wouldn't say garbage because it's in the frontier. It's just that, hey, when you're talking about the frontier, you're looking at Gemini, you're looking at GPT models, and you would think that you could look at Grok models and say, oh, these are a bit hey, Grok now, they've had a couple years at this point to be able to try and adjust, and I'm just not seeing that. They're not doing a great job in catching up. But let's go back here now. Yeah, So let's make some progress here, chat. So what would be the next implementation that you think that we should make? I need you to do an in-depth review of the code base and create a structured plan about what should change, and make sure that the findings that were found in the document are actually accurate, and create a structured plan of what code needs to be changed respectively based off of that first phase. Okay, so we're gonna improve this real quick, and we are using BridgeSpace right now. We're using GPT 5.4 extra high. I'm not gonna use Grok 4.2. I mean, it's just not that good. It's not that good. What would you recommend an app to use to code for free? I mean, maybe OpenCode, they have some free usage. Okay, so I do want to take a look at. All right, let's launch a swarm real quick, chat. So let's go here. So a couple updates were made last night to agent swarms. So multi-project view in one screen is great. In Claude Codex Cursor, I have to switch the whole view over, and context switch slows me down. Going to give BridgeSpace a try. You should hype that feature. Yeah, so John Pollack said, Claude, yeah, so that's, John, like, that's the thing, is that, like, I think that, you know, people that are expert agentic coders and understand these workflows, like, that's the product that I'm building, right? Like, I think that there's a lot of people that, there's so many updates inside of BridgeSpace today that weren't even available just yesterday. So I think that there's a lot that's going into this. I do want to improve the styling of these agent pages. The first thing I need to do, though, is we need to get some terminals launched so we can start developing locally here. Let's CD in desktop, CD in BridgeMind. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna launch a BridgeSpace for this, because that would probably just be better. So let's do Command T. Command T is going to allow you to be able to configure a layout. So I'm going to now CD into my desktop and then CD into BridgeMind. Also, a new feature that is available in the new update for BridgeSpace is presets. So I'll show you guys presets in a second. This is something that I did ship last night, but for now, let's just ship a bunch of terminals without actually, I don't want to set up any agents, because these are going to be not for agents. These are going to be, CD into BridgeMind API. So that's going to be my API. Let's see into BridgeMind UI. Let's run npm dev, run dev here. Let's go, hold on here. Oh, it's already in use. All right, what's running this right now? CD BridgeMind web app, npm run dev. Okay. Let's kill the task bring on port 3000 right now. Kill the task bring on port 3000. Send you a DM on Grok 4.2. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you, Super Combo. All right, let's go to BridgeMind Tari. Or no, it's BridgeSpace Tari. Hold up. BridgeSpace Tari. npm run Tari dev local. All right, so this is going to launch the local development environment for BridgeSpace Tari. But guys, something that we're going to try. Oh, the tokens per second is insane. Let's check this out. Let's see what Super Combo said. Hold up. Super Combo always has some really good information. Shout out to him. So let's see here. He said that the tokens per second is apparently like really, really good. Let's see. Wait, I don't see the tokens per second here. Oh, wow. All right, so this is what Super Combo just sent me. This is what he built in one shot with Grok 4.2. So that is pretty good. We haven't yet taken a look at... Hold on, let's actually pull this up now. We haven't yet taken a look at the creative HTML. Let's take a look at the creative HTML here and see if we can do a comparison. How is this performing on X? So far, mid. Kind of mid today. All right, let's go to local here. Hung said, let's explore command suggestions in autocomplete. Something Warp is doing very well. Yeah. Hold on here, though. All right, let's go to community and then Bridgebench, and let's take a look at the creative HTML benchmarks. Whoa, network error. What's going on? Oh, I don't have the, hold on, I don't have the API running. All right, give me 1 second. Need to do something sensitive. All right, also, guys, if you guys have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. What are we at? We are at 78 likes so far. For every like that the stream gets, I'm going to be doing one push-up. I've already done 25. We're going to start to hammer them out here in a minute. Just kind of locked in to get the stream started. All right, let's go here, here. All right. All right, there we go. All right, we're good. All right, so let's get the API started so that we can see the creative HTML. May I ask if you prefer React Native or Flutter? I prefer React Native for sure with Expo. That's at least my personal experience. I don't have the experience in the other to be able to give you like, oh, you know, this one's better or not. But I would say, yes, I do use React Native, though, to answer that question. But I've never used Flutter, right? So I can't really give you a good comparison. Whoa. All right, so here's the lava lamp. I don't really like the lava lamp, but here's the lava lamp from Grok 4.2. Wait. Yeah, Grok, wait, why are there two Grok 4.2s? Hey, see this, there are two Grok 4.2s? I don't know what's up with that. Let's check out retro. All right, here it is. So UI, not great. I mean, it did retro. This is what it created for the Space Invaders game. Aditya, that's just Windows. It's using Metal on Mac. We're going to make it faster. BridgeVoice hasn't really, we haven't done the official launch of BridgeVoice yet. All right, let's check out the neon sign flickering on here. This is always a good one that I like to do. Ooh, I don't know, chat. I don't know about this one. It has like two opens. So when it comes down to UI, I'm not a huge fan. Python said one is multi-agent. Okay, super. People are saying that I need to test the Grok 4.2 1 agent, 4 team, and 16 team. Okay. All right, we'll test that here. All right, let me first figure out why are we getting 2. Also, I'm not super impressed so far by what the UI is that we are seeing. Let's go over here. Hold on, you want to close this? Okay, where's the? Okay, it's this one. Check out the image. Why am I seeing 2 Grok 4.2s in the creative HTML? Yeah, people are saying they don't like the model. Yeah, they don't think it's a good model. I mean, let's give it. I mean, I don't think it's a good model either, to be honest. But we'll see here. Something that I do want to do, and just I want to kick us off here for a second, is I want to use Remotion. And I want to show you guys basically like something that we're going to do is we are going to significantly improve the styling of the videos here. So do you guys see this Remotion video? So somebody, it's DSAD Drew, if you guys see him around the server, he gave me an idea where he was like, hey, just so you know, if you use Playwright and you use Remotion, you can basically create interactable demos because you're using Remotion and you're using Playwright, and you can create like really good demo videos that not only like create it like this one you can see here. This one was created using Remotion, right? But it was created like it doesn't actually show the demo of BridgeSpace, right? It just shows like, oh, you know, this is, you know, what we're seeing, right? So something I want to try today is I do want to try creating a new Remotion video where it is actually able to like demo BridgeSpace a little bit. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but definitely something that we want to try. Somebody said Grok won't ever be good. I don't think I would go as far as to say that. But I will say that, yeah, I mean, I'm not super impressed so far by what it was able to do. But let's go here and let's try the multi-agent. So there are 2 versions of this, right? There's multi-agent, and then there is like just normal. So multi-agent here. So if you go here, basically there's a way to do it with so you can launch multiple agents. How do you what do you pass in to do the multi-agent? Let's just put it through and see if it can do it. I now want you to put this model through, the multi-agent one. I want you to do 2 sets of leaderboards. The first one should be the 4-agent team. The second one should be the 16-agent team to complete the benchmark. Launch this accordingly. Launch all tasks concurrently. All right, let's launch this. I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Before I go to the restroom, though, I'm gonna knock out a 50 bomb. Let's go. Let's move the desk up and let's get the energy going, guys. We're gonna grind pretty hard today. So if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys like, subscribe. We're gonna be going for it today. Let's go. All right, let's go chat. 50 bomb. All right, I'll be right back. What's up, Kaz? All right, chat, I'm back. Let's go. The push-up tracker. Yeah. I mean, technically I can still launch it, but... All right, so we have a 4-agent run and then a 16-agent run. We're putting the Grok 4.2 multi-agent to the test, so we'll see how that does. Bono said he got the Google Pro plan for free, so I'm going to use it somehow. Nice. Let's go. All right. Also, let's put the push-up counter. Here are some of the goals behind me for today. Handoff prompts, SEO improvements, antivirus. Also, X marketing is important. All right. Every like. All right. We're currently at 75 push-ups. Let's go. My other monitors on the floor. My plan is since things are kind of taking off with BridgeMind, there's going to be some, let's just say some subtle improvements. I'm probably going to get another Mac Studio monitor so that I can have 3 screens for this instead of the Windows, because I really just need that for another screen. Right now I use it for my Mac. All right. Okay, let's proceed with this. Also note that the Discord community has 7,000 members in it. Also, the Discord community is close to 7,000 members. I hope that by the end of this stream, we'll be at 7,000. So if you haven't already joined, make sure you like and subscribe and join the Discord. I know that the community has 7,000 members in it, not 70,000. We have over 50,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 23,000 followers on X. So note this. Review in depth and then integrate the phase 1 changes accordingly. All right, so we're gonna launch this. All right, let's see this here. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Wow. All right, you guys need to see this. Okay, this is actually insane, guys. Okay, so you guys see this? So we actually just have we now have a new leader on the leaderboard. So the Grok 4.2 16 agent team just beat, this is the #1 score, the overall 95.9. This is actually the #1 score on Bridgebench. So the 16 agent team, look at this. So GPT 5.4 is the best model on Bridgebench. Here's Grok 4.2 beta, just the single model, right? We went through the 4 agent team and then the 16 agent team, and now we have basically it got 95.9. So Grok 4.2, the 16 agent team, is #1, guys. It's #1. So let's now put this. Let's add this to Bridgebench, and I'll make an X post about it too. But definitely, like, wow, that's pretty legit. That's pretty legit, guys. Let me pull up Cursor here, and we'll get this submitted. We'll get this info submitted. Also, here is the data. Here's the data for this is the data for BridgeMind here. You guys can check it out. So here are the traffic sources. So you can see that, yeah, check this out. So the biggest traffic source, Google Organic, a lot from Google Organic, a lot of direct. This is pretty good. I'm happy about this, chat. Look at this, March 10th, 3,000 page views. That was because we had some more sponsorships. So we're definitely gonna wanna put another like $500 behind marketing today. I did learn that the 4-agent team was 0.2 better. No, 16 agents for a 0.5 improvement. No, so look at this. So here, let me just post this on Bridgebench, and then you guys can look at the website to see the analytics, okay? Let me just do this real quick. Great work. Now add the 4-agent and 16-agent benchmarks as well. Okay, so I'm going to upload this, and you guys will be able to see this in a second. 16 agents for a 0.5 improvement. It's not a 0.5. We'll see it. I didn't even look at it. So we'll see it on BridgeMind.ai here in a second once it submits. But all right, also guys, we have 238 people watching, only 102 likes. So if you guys have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Python said jamming out to my song 100%. Let's go. Was it the 4-agent better? I don't think it was, no. 110% guaranteed to smoke your balance too. I mean, I don't know. Let's check how much that costs on OpenRouter. To run that test, let's just see, right? Let's just see how much it cost. All right, first of all, guys, so a quick update here. I am in the red. I'm negative $99 on OpenRouter right now. Why are they letting me add credits if I'm negative money? All right, let's see if that, because I didn't know. That's not good. All right, let me see what's causing that. Whoa. Oh my gosh, chat. That just cost $113. What? All right, you guys got to see this. All right, to run that test, it just cost me $113. Guys, look at this. That just cost me $113 to run it through Bridgebench. That is insane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, L in the chat. L in the chat. I just got taxed 113. Oh my gosh. Guys, what the heck? $113. Look at this. So, where are my keys? Where are my keys, chat? This is bad. I mean, it's fine. Cost of doing business, I guess, but 113? That's like ridiculous. All right, let's go to API keys, and I'll go to the Bridgebench API key. But guys, look at this. This is ridiculous. Look at this. $113 to run that request. So, let's just screenshot this. Wow. Why was it that expensive? That is insane. Elon just put another $1 in Elon's pocket, yeah? What the heck? Well, I hope it was worth it. So, multi-agent is at the top of the benchmark. So look at this, guys. Look at this. This is actually insane. So top of the benchmark, but it cost me $113 to run it through the benchmark. Jeez. Wow. Okay. Well, let's make a quick post about this. Wow, that is insane, chat. So literally, I just spent $113, so I'm officially broke. I'm going bankrupt. BridgeMind is gonna actually have to close down here. We're going out of business, guys. Grok 4.2 just put us out of business. So I'm really sorry. You know, I try my best to, you know, build in public and, you know, do something, you know, new and help people and, you know, build a great company. But Grok 4.2 multi-agent actually just put us out of business. So look at this. This is actually an interesting thing. So the Grok 4.2 multi-agent, the 4 team actually performed better than the 16. That's very interesting. Create a viral X post about this with a hook. Yeah, this is, that's crazy. I mean, I'm just surprised that, I'm just surprised. Let's make a quick post about this. I mean, it does go to show that, hey, the more agents that you have working together, the better you're going to be able to get. I mean, you had 100% completion rate here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Spending $113. I mean, look at this, guys. $113. Jeez, insanely expensive. What are my thoughts on the 5.4? I mean, 5.4, I think it's prone to hallucination. It can do well, though. I actually have an instance of 5.4 that's working on an SEO improvement for me right now, so check out this one right here. So this is actually, so like this is my point, right? It's been working for 9 minutes here. GPT 5.4 extra high, which is like typical, right? Because GPT 5.4 extra high will work for a while. But it's working on an SEO improvement there. Now, I do want to check out some reports that I've had of BridgeVoice. We're going to have to take a look at this. I've got a couple feature requests as well. Let's at BridgeVoice, and you guys are just going to hear my prompt. So, BridgeVoice isn't officially launched yet. There's a couple things that we need to do to improve the performance of it on a Windows machine. On Mac, it's incredibly fast because it's using Metal, but obviously it's not using that on Windows because Windows doesn't have Metal. So on Windows, it's a little bit slower. I want you to do a deep dive and figure out how we could allow the user to be able to change the input device for the input for BridgeVoice. For example, it should have a default, but it should also in settings allow the user to set it to a particular device. How would we do this? Do an in-depth review and create a structured plan for these implementations. All right, guys, let's hit some push-ups. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed yet, make sure you do so. So we're using BridgeSpace right now. All right. Yeah, the limits on 5.4 are very generous, yes. A lot of people in chat saying that they're really enjoying 5.4, yeah. I need you to do an in-depth review of Remotion and then check out BridgeMind UI. I need your help making an updated version of the 45-second long main marketing video. Please review this video in depth initially for reference. Like, one big issue that I have with the Gemini CLI is it's literally this. Like, this is what I can't stand. So look at this. So it said, I can't even submit my prompt. Like, with this, instead of me being able to submit like a project directory, like it's trying to submit everything. Like, I don't understand. Like, it won't even let me submit my prompt here, which is sometimes frustrating when I'm using the Gemini CLI. the Gemini CLI just is not that great. Like, if you're a serious vibe coder, it's like barely able to be even used. Like, I'll make an X post about it here just so people kind of understand. It's like, hey, I have a project and I'm trying to submit it, but this is the kind of issues that I'll get from the Gemini CLI. I literally can't even submit my prompt. Like, it's like, oh, it exceeds it, so you know you can't even do it. So I don't like the Gemini CLI personally. Yeah, at least they added plan mode. I mean, they're so behind, it's insane. All right, so we have 2 agents. We actually have, okay, so this is done. Would you launch 2 sub-agents to be able to review your work and confirm that everything looks good and is for best practices? All right, so we're gonna launch 2 sub-agents there to check the other work. Gemini lost me 6 hours of work yesterday with a git reset, partially my bad for not committing. Yeah, that's that'll happen. That'll happen. Compact? No, because it's not even letting me submit my initial prompt though, Bill and Mama. That's the problem, is I can't even submit the initial prompt. But guys, all right, we've got 117 likes on the stream. I'm at 75 push-ups. I'm about to do a 40 bomb, catch up to you guys. Let's go. All right, chat. Let's go. 40 bomb. All right, we're up to 115. Let's go. I am using Codex. I'm using 2 Codex instances right now inside of BridgeSpace. All right, let's see if let's see how things are going on X. So from a marketing perspective, just a side note, from a marketing perspective, like, you guys are going to continue to see me working on marketing related aspects of the business. X is a huge platform for marketing for me. So let's go see how things are going over on X today. All it takes is 1 viral X post or somebody famous on X to retweet you, and you will go insanely viral. So you can see here I have the BridgeSpace promo pinned, and here, this one, interesting. Yeah, so he said the pricing might seem super low, but there is a clause in their pricing model that states that the advertised dollar amount is for a certain context. Once you go above the price, can actually go 5 to 6 times. Yeah. Okay, so shout out to Mal. That's very helpful. But yeah, I mean, here's what we're seeing. I do like my own post. Let's go. Gotta pump it up. Yeah, so here's what we're seeing. All right, let's take a look at the analytics here on X. So what do? I go to Creator Studio, Analytics. All right, so here are my analytics on X for, let's just do the last 7 days. Hold up, actually, let's do, daily. So I got a lot of impressions so far today, 577,000. Bouncy Clips asked, the paid X ad didn't go well, right? So it wasn't that the ad didn't go well. It's that it literally didn't start. Like, I did this ad, right? I tried to promote it, but then it literally didn't promote. Like, I had to pause the promotion because it literally didn't promote it. So, yeah, I don't know. I took a screenshot, right? I took a screenshot of another company. It was Opus Clip, if you guys are familiar with Opus Clip. And I put their screenshot. Check this out. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but literally I screenshotted an ad the other day because this is something that I want to do today in today's stream. Check this out. So can you guys see this? You guys can see this. Okay, I screenshotted this. Do you guys see this ad? See this ad from Opus Clip? So I screenshotted this because this is what they posted as an ad on X, okay? and look at the content. Try out Opus Clip and turn your videos, assets into ready-to-post clips all with one click, right? And I think that we want to do something similar to this, where it's a little bit more of like an ad, if that makes sense. And we'll see how that performs today, and we'll put like $500 behind that. But create a structured plan and then begin implementing the changes respectively. That guy's post is the same as every other company. Once you hit 200K context, it doubles the price, same as Claude and Codex. Okay, good to know, Super Combo. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it is expensive. I'm not a big fan of that. All right, let's take a look at just a quick thing here in the X-term terminals. All right, here. I want you to take a look at the styling of the X-term header. I don't like the buttons. They aren't styled very well. Okay, generate handoff here. Take a look at this logic, respectively. Hung said that's luck. Save the budget for other growth initiatives. Add X ads or meh. Hung, what do you think is the best growth initiative in your opinion? Can you try browser using cloud? I don't know what you mean by browser using cloud. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. All right, so this did just pull this up. So here is the marketing video, right? So this is Remotion, if you guys are familiar or not with Remotion. So for example, this is the BridgeMCP Remotion video. All right, Super Combo Gamer is saying to check out the TPS on OpenRouter. Let me check this out real quick. Okay, did it make this? Okay, great work. I now need you to build this and then copy it over to my downloads folder so I can review it. What is the first thing you recommend somebody with zero experience in coding to do if you want to start vibe coding and building apps? Literally just start, like, get a Claude Code subscription. And here's the thing, like, if you want to get good, like, I would not recommend BridgeSpace to somebody that's like a beginner. BridgeSpace is a little bit more of an advanced tool for like expert agentic coders. So if you're like a expert agentic coder and you want to get the most out of your CLI plans, like your Claude plan or your Codex plan, BridgeSpace is great. But if you're a beginner, you're probably not going to be there yet in terms of knowing how to manage all these agents and knowing the workflows, right? So you want to start with something that, like Cursor. If you're a beginner, you probably start with Cursor. You manage one agent at a time. It's a little bit more simple. There's a nice UI for it, right? It is expensive, but you know that's going to be better for you because you're a beginner and it makes it a little bit easier to understand. You're probably going to go, you know, a little bit slower, but I would not recommend BridgeSpace to a beginner. Just because like these are advanced workflows for people that really want to build fast, efficiently, and inexpensively. But for beginners, probably what's best is going to be Cursor. But yeah, if you want to build fast and inexpensively and in workspaces like this, then BridgeSpace is for you. But if you're a beginner, BridgeSpace probably isn't the best product for you. I literally just asked what I'm doing wrong. If you have any useful advice, let me know. Otherwise, not sure what the point of your comment was. Wait, what was it? What was his comment? I don't see his comment. All right, let's check the TPS. It's what, the TPS of the multi-agent? Oh my gosh, whoa. All right, check this out, guys. So on OpenRouter, the TPS of the multi-agent here is 1,000 tokens per second. That's insane. Wow. All right, let's make a quick X post about this because that's nuts. That's insane. 1,122 tokens per second. That's nuts. What do I use for screenshots? I'm using CleanShot X. Alright. Alright, where's BridgeSpace? Let's pull BridgeSpace up. Alright, let's check out this marketing video now. So let's go to Finder. So this was made by Remotion. Here it is. So this is the new Remotion video. Nice. Nice. Remember that this is not open source. I need you to update that accordingly. Also, would you be able to integrate the SVG icons for the... Oh, guys. So, I was working... What was it? Anybody know? It was... oh my gosh, how did I forget it? The thing for the SVG icons. Guys, chat, super combo. What was the thing for the SVG icons that we used for logos? It was... What was it, chat? What was it for SVG icons for logos? What did we use again? What has been the best performed X growth lever, even if you didn't plan it? It's reposts from bigger influencers. Might sound cheap, but even big AI labs and YC startups do that all the time. Yeah, 100%. I agree. All right, let's take a look at Quiver. Okay, yep, Quiver. All right, let's see how this is doing. So GPT 5.4 is trying to improve our SEO. So let's take a look at that. Let's go to blog. Okay. Alright, so it's Quiver. So I want to show you guys something. So Quiver AI. So I just want to do this briefly because I do think it does give it a different look. Yeah, Quiver. Thank you. So you guys see this icon here? So we built these using Quiver, if you guys remember that stream. And that's like a really nice feature. I want to show you guys what I did yesterday. So just like briefly, I'm not super like, honestly, I don't really care about it too much, because we just need to get started at least. But here is, I like this one here. This one looks good. So we'll just download this SVG for BridgeCode. And then we'll drag and drop this one. I need you to use this SVG icon for BridgeCode icons in review and then update accordingly. Bridge Army certified in the chat. Yeah, the Bridge Army, they came to play. They're like, yeah, we were there for that. Also, make sure that you also update the one for the BridgeMCP. So we have two. I don't really care too much about this. It's not like super, I don't know. I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. Make sure that you rename them. The first one, the first SVG is for BridgeCode. The second SVG is for BridgeMCP. Rename them respectively, put them in the proper directory, and then update the homepage of the website accordingly. What is Quiver for? I just use it for like SVG icons, but what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna add this. Also, guys, we're gonna knock out some push-ups here in a second. Let's go. Okay. Alright, how's this one doing? So this one's still working. The pill container. Alright, hold on. We need to go over here. Alright, is this open? I don't think this has started yet. Is Quiver free? No, I paid for it. Alright, there we go. Alright. So here, we're local. So one thing that's new inside the latest version, of BridgeSpace is presets. So with presets, if you guys kind of look over here, presets here, so you can see test 3, test 2, test 1. So this here, I just click this button, right? And it immediately launches a complete workspace. So I have one Claude code agent, one open code agent, one cursor agent, one codex agent, and then one Gemini agent here that'll launch here in a second. And then I do have a Copilot agent, but that was just testing. I don't actually have Copilot downloaded on my computer. So what I do want to show you guys now is like I can, okay, this is looking a little bit better. Yeah, that looks better. So let's just test this. Watch this, guys. I want you to do an in-depth review and output a summary of the SEO best practices that we've implemented. All right, GPT 5.4, Opus 4.6, which is better? I think that you can't really say, oh, this is better, this is not better. One of them is better as a daily driver. Opus 4.6 is like definitely, I noticed it being more reliable is what I find it being. So it's more reliable. I will say though, like there are different use cases for both, right? Like GPT 5.4 extra high is great for long running tasks, whereas, you know, Opus 4.6, you're gonna get your context window is just like pretty small. So you're gonna get like compacting more, but there's like different use cases for both for sure. Okay, this one's done. All right, this here. All right, it says that it updated the page. Let's check this out real quick. So did it integrate these icons? Perfect. So that does just give it a little bit more character. Do you guys see this for BridgeCode and BridgeMCP? So BridgeSpace, BridgeVoice, BridgeMCP, this is kind of what we're looking at. So agentic tools for the vibe coding space. So here's what we're now seeing. So this is the product suite, and I like this a lot better. Now let's go to the product pages and make sure. How does this look? All right, still not added there. All right, I think that's good though. Review where to find the SVGs. For example, they're in the product asset directory. Review and update the Remotion video accordingly, and make sure that you remove any logic of it being open source. Okay. Is BridgeSwarm only for code refactoring? No. So there's going to be some videos that I'm going to be making here soon that are going to blow your mind. Lately, we've just been working really hard on making sure that we can get BridgeSpace stable and in production. What is your career? Can you tell me? My career is I'm an entrepreneur. So basically, I start tech companies. I started BridgeMind 8 months ago. Gonna sell it for... My exit is probably a $10 million exit strategy in less than 5 years. What is a BridgeCode? So BridgeCode is a CLI. It's not yet launched, but you'll see it as it comes up. But we're using BridgeSpace right now. So this is an agentic development environment. All right, so this is going to update here. We'll let this update here. I got a question. When I'm vibe coding and I import my code into GitHub and then put it on Vercel, it only shows the front end. None of the functions work. Anyone know how to fix? So for that, you're gonna definitely like, that's like kind of a you problem, not to say like, it's probably like it's just like use AI to help you diagnose that, like 100%, like literally Dreamledge. Here's the thing about being a vibe coder and agentic orchestrator is literally just put what you just put into chat into a Claude Code instance or whatever AI tool you use and just drop in the screenshots and it'll be able to help you. Like there's no problem that you need to ask. Like AI can help you significantly, and I would recommend that you do that. Just go over to AI and be able to screenshot what you're seeing and then just you know, download it and put a prompt in that shows that, and you'll be like totally good. All right, this looks good. This looks good, good. All right, cool. King Dynasty said, do you have any prompt examples you use in Remotion? My output looks like crap. I don't have any for you. Yeah, BridgeSpace, so with BridgeSwarm, you're able to do like very complex things. So the agent harness is being perfected. With this latest update, though, the agent harness is significantly improved. The performance is also significantly improved. So, for example, let's just test this out, right? So let's use Codex here. So we're going to create a new swarm, okay? And this swarm, let's think, what do we want the swarm to do? I want this swarm to create a new Next.js application that will be very modern and use ShadCN and have a light and dark theme and be called the application is all about automated viral social media marketing and clipping. Okay, hold on here. So let's just test the swarm here. So if you guys haven't seen BridgeSpace, so BridgeSpace, a very, very important feature about BridgeSpace is the ability to create swarms. So let me see, let's make a new directory, bridge views. I think that works, hold on. Can I only use CD commands here? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys swarms. Oops. BridgeVoices? What the heck? All right. So let's CD into here. And we're not going to add any context. We're just going to see how far we can get. So this is going to be, we're just going to call this bridge view swarm. And we're going to put swarms to the test here. All right, so swarms, this swarm just got launched. With the latest update, the UI has been significantly improved. So you see that we have 2 builders, we have 1 reviewer, we have 1 scout, and then we have 1 coordinator. And how this works is basically you can go here, all of these agents are now working in a swarm, and the swarm is able to communicate. So you guys are going to see it communicate here in the operator console. Just give it 1 sec. They'll start to talk to each other. All right, so all this swarm runs. Okay, so check this out. So you can now see that the swarm is talking to one another. So if we go over here to the operator console, the swarm is now interacting with one another. And instead of us having to, manage this and look into the, be in the terminal, this swarm is now just able to talk to one another. So we'll let this swarm work, and we'll see what happens. The swarm harness has been updated. We're increasingly improving the swarm harness, but I just launched 5 agents. We'll see what comes of it, but this is a swarm in BridgeSpace. Somebody asked, where do you get the video, hold on, chat. So this will be really interesting. So check this out. And this is why swarms are so useful. So if we go to the scout just messaged coordinator 1 that basically said, hey, there's nothing in this. The highest upcoming conflict risk is concurrent creation of shared foundation files like package.json lock files. So what it's doing is it's coordinating with the coordinator 1, right? And it's saying, hey, let's just make sure that we actually have this set, that people know what jobs they have. So Scout 4, scouts, their system prompts for scouting is to be able to do stuff like this, and it's very, very useful. So let's close out of this and let this run. This is going to be a good test, though. Yeah, Hung said BridgeMind has 2x more traffic than Superset last month. 88% traffic from YouTube. Superset raised $4 million seed. BridgeMind live stream every day. 100%. Yeah, we're probably gonna be able to raise like a decent amount of funding. More updates on that to come, but there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline that I'm excited about. But it's just the daily grind. Like, you look at it and it's like, the perspective that I have on it is the next set of model releases are going to bring in a substantial new customer base. So like, I talk to a lot of you guys, right? And a lot of people say, oh, like, nobody else in my company, like, I'm an agentic coder, I'm an agentic engineer, but nobody else in my company is really using it. They're all still, doing traditional software engineering, right? And here's what I will say. That is going to change, like, with the next set of, like, model iterations, right? GPT-6, Opus 5, Sonnet 5, you know, these models, Grok 5, these models are going to be incredibly capable in a way that people probably can't even imagine, right? And hey, only 6 months ago, the models that we had 6 months ago are basically like a joke compared to what we have today. So I just do want to reiterate that, like, hey, the next set of model releases is going to be absolutely insane. All right. So the coordinator is still working. It's going to be able to send some messages here to everyone. Let's go over here now. So this one done. So let's now, the updated video. Okay, so the updated video is in Finder. So let's go over here and check out the new updated video. Okay, is this the updated video? Let's try that again. Make sure you build the video and then export it properly to my downloads directory. Yeah, I like that idea. Ty Berry said, once you hit 100,000 MRR, you should get more vibe coders and then have them live stream when you aren't on BridgeMind. So BridgeMind is on 24/7 almost. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Needs the court. Okay, chat, so this is our swarm. I'm kind of testing the functionality here. This coordinator is doing a lot. It needs to ping the agents, so... Okay, check this out, guys. So... All right, if we go to the swarm message board, so what message is this? So this was all to, so coordinator 1 to builder 3. So it basically said, hey, you now need to do this, and it gave it its projects. Now the issue that we're having, it looks like, is that it didn't actually kick off the agent. All right, we'll take a look at that here in a second. Okay. Also, it does look like this downloaded, so let's do that real quick. Let's try that again. All right, let's see. So here's the updated Remotion video, guys. There we go. That looks good. That gives it much more life. Nice. With the logo, I like that. With the icon, it looks much better. It just gives it so much more life, guys. BridgeVoice. Is it gonna give the launch 20 promo though? That's not the correct pricing. Start building create. Okay, hold on. Alright. The pricing was not accurate. Review the pricing page on BridgeMind UI. Birdline, alright, hold on. Try that again. Also, display the launch 20 discount code in the video somewhere. What did I build the animation with? Just joined. I built it with Remotion. Yeah, so this is marketing using Remotion. All right, hold on here. So yeah, so this agent here is using Remotion to create that marketing video. Alright. Guys, let's hit some push-ups. Let's move the desk up and hit some push-ups. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 40 bomb. Let's go, chat. I'm up to 155. Let's go. How am I getting good results with Remotion? Honestly, just through like prompting and then iterating. Also, making sure that it has like the assets that it needs is really important. Okay. I think it's about time that we start to work on BridgeCode a little bit. Just exploring. Here, I'll drop in the music for the stream. Alright, here, let me move this out of the way here. I don't like this. You guys can see this better now. Okay, let's check this real quick. Okay, let's check this. Is this the update? Would you try that again? You need to rebuild it and then copy it over my downloads folder, respectively. Alright. So what I want to do is, I do want to build a CLI tool that basically makes it so that people can vibe code for free. There's a couple ways that you can do this. But it's going to be included in the BridgeMind plan. Let's check up on our swarm here. Alright, we do have a bug here in the swarm functionality. Let's fix this. Yeah, the swarm harness needs an improvement. I need you to review the screenshots here. All right, so let's open up the terminal. So you guys see that basically this agent took over for the other agents. As you can see, Coordinator 1 ended up just taking over the entire project. Its messages that it was trying to send to Builder 1 and Builder 2 ended up not going through and restarting or sending the message and actually activating that terminal session. Would you review this in depth and pinpoint exactly why this is happening? For example, Builder 1 and Builder 2, they started up, but then their conversations stopped, and Coordinator 1 was not able to then send them a message. So would you review the logic associated with this and make sure that you fix this? So the issue was that it basically said, hey, I'm gonna grab that functionality, right? It said, hey, you know, I'm just gonna overtake, which is fine, but not the intended functionality that we want for the swarms. All right, rendered and copied. Let's go over here. There it is. Nice. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, I like that. I had a post that got like 400,000 views. Let's check this out real quick. Look at this, guys. So this one popped off. Is this even like real? Like 436 reposts. Hold on here. Doesn't even make sense. Who reposted this? How do I see who reposted this post? Let's see. Can I see it? Can I see the post analytics? Oh, Levels reposted it? Was it? Yeah, it was Levels that reposted? Yeah, do you guys know who reposted this? It was Levels? Who reposted it? I don't think it was Levels. I don't understand how that post had so much visibility. Because 500,000's a lot. All right, Hung said click on post, view interactions. All right, click on post, view interactions. Oh, here it is, reposts. Whoa. Wait, did Elon repost this? Did Elon actually repost this? Wait, guys, did Elon Musk repost my post? What? What? Elon Musk reposted it? That's insane. What? But I don't even see it on his X. Why can I not see it on his X? That makes a whole lot of sense now, though. Why is he posting like so much like... I don't see it. Oh my gosh, guys. Elon reposted my X post. Nah, look right here. That's so sick. No way, that's awesome. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have to, dang, that's so cool. I feel like I have to like text my family this. Hold up. I'm about to text my family group chat, tell them that Elon Musk reposted, that's so cool. Elon Musk reposted my post on X. That's so cool. Guys, that is awesome. That is so cool. I was wondering why that got so many views. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, dang, I didn't know that. Guys, that is actually sick. Use code Elon for 20% off, yeah. I was wondering why that one got so much visibility. Elon needs to, Elon needs to buy out BridgeMind. That's actually sick. Yeah, worth 113. Yeah, in the future, Elon wants to buy BridgeMind. I don't know, chat. That's so cool. Elon Musk. Alright, hold on guys, I'm getting a call. Alright, hold up here guys. Hold on, sorry. Let me take this call. Hey Elon, how's it going? Yeah. I just I saw the post, yeah. Yeah, I'm open to offers. Yeah, I'd be willing to take some offers. Just okay, yeah, make a next post about it. Okay, we'll do. All right, I'll do it again. All right, sounds good. I'll make a post. All right. That's so, I don't know. I just want to do it for the jokes. All right. Wait, what do you mean super combo? I don't know. Who knows? We may get the $5 million buyout. I don't know. We'll see. I would probably take 5 million. Park said airball. Yeah. I'm kind of just doing it for the meme, but all right. Let's see here. What do we need to do? All right. That's actually insane, though. Elon Musk retweeting one of my posts is cool. I did wake up and I saw that post and I saw that it was at Super Combo said don't post anything which will annoy Elon. I don't think that's gonna annoy him. He'll probably laugh. I don't know if he'll see it though. That is nuts though. Alright, let's use Suno real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a soundtrack over this. So I'm going to use Suno, and I'm going to go to Create, and create a techie instrumental song. Perfect for a marketing video. Actually, create a lo-fi song, chill, for a tech marketing video. What? They're like, nah, pay up, man. Alright, let's use Foul. What good model? Are there any good models on Foul? Music. What are the best music models? Audio. Text to music. 11 Labs music. Oh, Minimax V2 is pretty good. Why is it having so many though? Minimax V2 is pretty good. Minimax for no, Grok did actually score that high. No, the Bridgebench is very serious. No lyrics. Oh. C-Dance 2? Who reposted this? I'm about to promote it. Hey. Okay, what is this?
No lyrics, please.
Of course, it actually takes that literally. All right, C-Dance. Suno really is the best. Let's just pay for Suno. I mean, it's $10 a month. I lowballed myself. I mean, I don't know. All right, let's do this. Create a lo-fi beat for a techie marketing video. So we're going to post this video on X. So this is the video. So build the future of the agentic coding platform. What are you using for marketing automation? I'm using Remotion. Remotion is very, very good for that. Check this out. All right, so this is the music that Suno created. I like this one better. right, so here, let's check this out. So just iMovie real quick. All right, so this is the marketing video. Let's just crop this here. All right, crop. This. All right, let's try posting this. Let's just do X ad. So it's gonna go on X. Did I do A/B testing? No. Sometimes at this stage it's probably just better to just ship. Okay, hold up here. All right, we're gonna change up the vibe just a little bit. Okay. All right, let's see this here. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right, let's well find her. All right, so we're gonna post this. No, I don't think that A/B testing is needed before you ship. Like, before you ship, like, yes, at some point, but I think that shipping is the primary focus. All right, so I'm just going to say try out BridgeMind and I'm gonna put the lightning bolt. Lightning. All right, and then let's promote this. All right, we'll just do $100. The last time I did it that way, it didn't even make the post, which is so dumb. Like, here, let's do this. So we'll do 21 to 34 men. No, I want to do just one day, $100. All right, I promoted it. All right, we'll see here. It says that it's running, so we'll see. that's the X ad. Call to action kind of weak. Yeah, you're right. Hold up. There we go. How about that? What? Can I not save that? All right, discard. Edit post. Oh my gosh, let me edit it. All right, oh well. It is what it is. What do you guys think? Now I'm unsure about the, I mean, I can just go to ads.com and I wish that I could edit this and add that line. Because you're right, the call to action wasn't good enough, but I literally can't update it, which kind of sucks. Hold on, I think I can go to ads.com though and just update that manually. Let me do that. All right, so this is what it looks like over on X. So I can literally just turn this off. So let's turn that off. I won't spend on that campaign. That's okay. Add bridge forms to the video, yeah. Was it because a promotion was running, or what was that? Shout out to Mal on Banks. Just gave him a follow back. Thank you, man. All right, I'm gonna turn the music up just a little bit. Okay. Alright, so we are doing some fixes. Root Mike said BridgeStorm should plan first, break it down into subtasks, and delegate to specialized subagents in parallel, each iterating on their own piece before reporting back. Here, let's pull up dev real quick and just see where we're at with dev. So let's test the handoff logic real quick. So handoff prompt logic. So if I do Claude. All right, so I can copy this. What am I using for dev? I'm using BridgeSpace. All right, so I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the like, we have to take a look at this. The handoff prompt logics. This was something I was working on last night. So I'm gonna pass this in. Probably best to pass it in to. Hold on. I now need you to update the homepage marking video with the new video. Replace the old one. Does Grok have a CLI? They do not, surprisingly. Think Meta will buy out? Yeah. I think one of the big labs will. We'll see. Increase the background and increase the mic volume? Let me know. Alright. I just did that. Alright, BridgeMind. Alright, it's gonna be BridgeSpace, Tari. Do you have your own console-based IDE? No, it's an agentic development environment is what it is. It's called BridgeSpace. Okay. BridgeSpace, sorry. I need you to do an in-depth review of the logic associated with handoff prompts. Review the handoff prompt that was generated from the conversation. I liked Perplexity Personal Computer. I liked it. Alright, so watch this, guys. So I'm gonna just drop this in for reference. Here was the conversation that I had with Claude Code. And then let's just generate a prompt, a handoff prompt real quick. Backstory Bites, what's up? It's going good. Yeah, Elon Musk reposted one of my posts yesterday, which is cool. Okay, and then here is the handoff, and I'm not happy with the handoff prompts. Now take a look at the handoff prompt. I am not a fan of the handoff prompt. Do an in-depth review of this. We need to update the system prompt for this. As you can see, the handoff prompt didn't actually provide the context from the conversation. It just kind of summarized it. It needs to actually be descriptive and have data. For example, the handoff prompt should have had the data as a summary and not have just the broad overview. Fix this. Yeah, probably hung. All right, I'm gonna go grab some food real quick. I'll be right back. All right, what's up, guys? I'm back. What is a handoff prompt? A handoff prompt is basically when you summarize the context of a conversation so you can pass it into another AI assistant that may do that task better, or if you just need a fresh context window. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay. Says that it's better. Let's see. All right, so generate handoff, Claude. People do not care about Grok. Like, definitely very interesting. Like, so get this. Like, I'll post about models, right? And typically on X, I'll get a ton of views when I post, like, typically something like this. I mean, I guess I only posted this. I mean, I posted it over an hour and a half ago, and it only has 1.4K. And typically, if I post something like this, it'll get 10,000 views. If this was about like Claude, or if this was about GPT, 10,000 easy. You know, but nobody cares about Grok 4.2. The only reason that other one got, you know, 500,000 is because Elon literally reposted it. So it got 500,000 views. Yeah, Elon reposted this. Backstory Bytes said, I will say Grok is great at search. I use it mainly for gathering documentation for codecs. I mean, here also is the thing, though, is that on Bridgebench, Grok is now at the top of Bridgebench. Look at this, 96.1. It costs $113 to run this, though. Look at this, guys. Four-agent team. Backstory said he's still holding out for Grok 5. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I mean, Grok 5 is expected, I think, like, what, before June or in June? I think there's like a 60% chance by June. So there we go. That's a handoff prompt. There we go. All right, this handoff prompt is way better now. All right, this is much better. Okay, now there was an error with codecs with doing handoff, so let's fix that. I got this error when doing a handoff via codecs. Chris Lachelle said, what is the best way to send an error? Definitely the Discord. You just want to send it in general in Discord, I'll take care of it. says this is fixed. Oh, why is that so fast? All right, what's up with this? Why did the handoff prompt include the raw terminal output? All right, guys, we're at 209 likes. Let's see the push-ups. So I'm at 155. So let's drop a 50 bomb real quick, and then I've got some food downstairs I'm gonna have to grab. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna put some food on. I'll be right back. All right, so we just did get a bug report here from Latrell. So here's the bug report inside of Windows. Let's see if we can diagnose why this happened. Review this in depth. Are you able to pinpoint why this happened? This was a bug that was reported this morning. All right, how are we doing over on X here? Okay, let's test this. All right, So handoff prompt is critical. A little bit slow on the handoff prompt here. But it was Codex that used it, so that's not working. That's interesting. I have not run the NVIDIA Nemotron, no. I'm not really into that, the local models too much. Newton Fish said, so what's the app you're literally looking at? It's BridgeSpace here. Hold on, I am making food downstairs. I'll be right back. Okay, that didn't work. And that was Gemini. Review this. It did not give me the handoff prompt. Why had this happened? Yeah, you can go to BridgeMind.ai. Check it out. I feel like the model releases are very quiet right now. Bang said, create a local bug report worker using a Discord webhook and Claude Code. It doesn't need to fix issues immediately, just summarize each reported one. That's a really good idea, yeah. Yeah, so how can we do that? A bug report worker. I like that idea. Hold on, let me put that into a chat and see if we can get something kicked off with that. That looks really interesting. All right. This was an idea presented to me by somebody in my live chat. Would you review this in depth and identify what a good idea for this would be? Yeah, 100% backstory. They're definitely building the next major. My Discord has 7,000 members in it. How would we build this out? Let's see if this works now for the handoff for Gemini. Close this. Try Gemini here. Yeah, I don't think people realize how good the next set of models is going to be. Okay, we did just get another report here. All right, so if you guys check this out, so you can see that there's just basically like double claudes, which is obviously a problem. Whoa. Didn't mean to do that. What is causing all of these errors? Do an in-depth review using deep dive agents. Launch 5 agents to help you evaluate the errors that we are seeing. Note that this is on Windows that people are experiencing this. Are you capturing every error on platform, or do they need to manually report the issues? Right now we're doing manual report. I probably need to integrate like Sentry or something like that, but it is different because this isn't, you know, a web app or anything like that. It's, you know, on the machine. So I've never done that before. Well, let's start in a simple way. How could we make it so that there is a form so that users are able to submit bugs? Is there any Discord native solution for this, or is it better to do a Google form with webhooks, or what's the best practice here? NVIDIA Nemotron, that's a model that came out yesterday. It's a local model, not super impressed by it. It's fast. Probably for people that are, you know, into open source, they're probably, you know, into it. All right, my food's probably ready, so give me 1 second. These agents are working. Keep an eye on them. If there's any API keys that get leaked, have at it, guys. All right, chat, I'm back. Been cooking up a little bit. Happy said, yo, bro, thank you for being live pretty much every day. Helps me stay focused on my goals, knowing you're here grinding it out every day. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're all in this together, so that's what it's all about. Let's go. All right, okay. So here is the form options for that. Is this the best practice implementation to get this integrated correctly on Windows? Do an in-depth review and let me know. Show the food. So do just mac and cheese. It's carbs. I'm currently training for an Ironman, so need to carb up. Yes, implement the fix. Help me understand how to create a Discord bot. Oops, didn't mean to submit on that one. Alright guys, here's the thing. Like, this whole AI thing, agentic coding, it's a wave. And the wave is gonna get bigger. So, you know, when you put yourself in a wave, like, it's very important that you choose the right market. And, you know, you don't want to mess, you don't want to get in the wrong market. You want to be in the right market. So for you guys that are like, you know, what ideas do I come up with? Like, what things do I do, right? You know, make sure that you choose the right market to get into in the first place. Because you don't want to do something that's just going to be gone in a couple of years. Like, you want to be able to be in something that has, you know, a lot of demand. What is the best framework for a Discord bot? Slow Panda, it's not a bubble, just so you know. Which one would you suggest? Oh, well, Discord.js. Yes, I would like you to start building it, but build out something that not only can be used for this feature, but could eventually be scaled to have other features as well for the bot. But right now, let's just start out with an MVP. I need you to launch deep dive agents that will research the internet and figure out the best practices for structuring a Discord bot. Call it BridgeBot. Create a new directory in the BridgeMind directory called BridgeBot. This will be the Discord bot. Review, launch the agents, create a structured plan for the build out of this. So this is going to be a Discord bot for bug handling, and yes, we could probably get something that that would work well. Have I tested personal computer from Perplexity? Let me check to see if I do have access. I tested my Perplexity computer this morning and I actually made a video on it. I was very, very impressed by what I got. Let me see here. Do I have anything from Perplexity? No, I don't. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I think that anybody, usually when people are saying that there's a bubble, there's not a bubble, just so you guys know. Like when everybody is saying there's a bubble, there's a bubble, there's a bubble, there's probably not a bubble because everybody's saying there's a bubble, so. Launch one deep dive agent to review the code as a code reviewer and ensure that all code was written correctly. Kritzva, yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, absolutely. I am on the wait list, so I'm hoping that, you know, they give me access. That'd be nice. Yeah, backstory, I would agree. The only bubble would be more image video generation because that will either get stopped legal-wise or pop in terms of backlash of how crazy some of the stuff for that is. Yeah. King Dynasty said it's definitely a bubble, but bubbles can last 50 years. Yeah. Also, guys, just on new signups, less signups today. You know what's interesting is that what I'm seeing from a marketing perspective is something that really helps marketing-wise is YouTube videos, right? Like right now, I can tell that like YouTube videos are like one of the best ways to market your product. For example, my latest video this morning didn't really market BridgeMind that well. You know, I was testing Perplexity computer. I wasn't really pushing BridgeMind that hard or giving it like a good enough view, if that makes sense. Whereas, I mean, here's my video from this morning. So here's the analytics on it. So 3.7K. But the thing is that when I can have a video where it's somehow integrating, you know, BridgeMind products, not as a direct marketing video, but just, you know, showing like, hey, I mean, I use BridgeSpace to do vibe coding, right? Like that's my ADE that I use personally. So BridgeMind bubble never popping. Let's go. Soro said it is increasing productivity. We all understand, but is not increasing revenue. No significant change in revenue. It will increase wealth concentration in the future. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of speculation that can be made, right? Any changes that need to be made? All right, we're gonna ship this, guys. We're gonna ship this. This is gonna be version 2.0.6. Here's the some of the data for BridgeMind. So I will say Perplexity Computer gave BridgeMind an overall SEO health of 2 out of 10. Did I do content creation before vibe coding? No. Yeah, I've been an agentic coder for over 3 years now. BridgeSpace is better than Warp. You know, if you're a beginner and you're not super familiar with vibe coding or agentic coding, I would actually recommend Warp. Warp is for people that I would say, you know, when I was using it, it was a nice beginner tool. I used to use it. But, yeah, as, you know, I've grown, you know, I think that BridgeSpace is just a lot better. I deleted Warp a while ago. Okay. Review the report in depth and then review BridgeMind UI and come back to me with a structured plan of best implementations that we should integrate now to maximize SEO benefit. Yeah, Perplexity Computer, I mean, I used it this morning and it's good. It's expensive for sure. I mean, it used a lot of credits. So, Cloverboy said, how is it different than Warp? So, I'm going to show you quickly. So, if you do this here, right, if you open up new, so you have two options inside of BridgeSpace. You can create a BridgeSpace or you can create a Bridge Swarm. A Bridge Swarm is a new concept, and I'll show it to you briefly. So, if we do a Bridge Swarm real quick, the first thing that we do is we can create our agent roster. So we're going to do a team of Codex agents. I changed mine to that, like the builders. I actually like it when the builders are Claude agents. So I'm going to switch most of my builders to Claude here. So I just made all my builders Claude agents. My scouts, I'm going to leave them as Codex, but let's do next now. And then the swarm should talk to each other about life and what their meaning is as AI assistants. All right, so I'm just gonna CD into my desktop. And these agents are all going to talk to each other, okay? So typically, you know, you'll actually have this set up so that they're all working on something, right? But just for the test purposes, we're running these agents. And these agents, you can see this tree here. So here's your reviewer, it's a codex, scouts are codexes, the builders are all Claudes, the coordinators are codex. So if I go here, this is where you can actually see all of these, basically this swarm running, right? And they're all communicating with one another. So let's go over here. And if we open up this console, we'll start to see the agents interacting here in a minute. And obviously, there's nothing like this in Warp, right? And that's because Warp, like, yeah, I mean, Warp, you get the, you know, nice terminals and whatnot. But there's stuff like this that we're going to build out with BridgeSpace, where we're building an agentic development environment for the future where, yeah, it's like times are changing and we're going to be able to evolve incredibly quickly. So that's one thing. So let's let our swarm run. But another thing that you can do is let's actually open up a BridgeSpace. So what's really nice about actually opening up a BridgeSpace is you're able to open up a BridgeSpace, and for example, you have presets, right? So I have presets that I'm able to create, and let's do a new preset here. And I'm just gonna do Claude. So this is my typical Claude preset. I do 6. And then you can CD into whatever directory you want that preset to launch into. Let's do all Claudes here. Save this preset. And then now over here, you can see, okay, I can just go to this preset, click Claude, all my Claude agents launch immediately, right? That's very nice. Zach, how's it going? And let's check up on our swarm. All right, the swarm's looking good. Swarms are kind of in alpha right now. Yeah, Bridge Swarm is in alpha for sure. Let's check out on the terminals. Alright, I want to close this swarm. We had too many open. Okay. Yeah, those are swarms. Let's see here. Let's go back to our workspace. Alright, yes. Token maxing, yeah. I'm going to make a video soon for my complete agentic workflow. Probably like on Saturday or something. This one's important here. Yeah, 10 agents leading a ship, yep. But this is just a test. They're all kind of just talking to each other. The app that I'm building, you're looking at it right now. It's BridgeSpace. Cowork versus Perplexity Computer. I think that Perplexity Computer is better. I'm going to close this swarm. That was just a test. The updates to the harness are important. There's a couple of them local right now. We do need to ship out this update, though, for sure. Yes, I want you to begin implementing these fixes now. I want you to run the build and fix any build errors in BridgeSpace. Great, I now need you to bump the version to 2.0.6. How are we making out? Python said he's just tuned back in. How are we making out? Yeah, so we're about to push version 2.0.6 out. We need to get this shipped. Things are looking good, but we need to version this and get it shipped for sure. Also, a couple issues. I'm going to submit something real quick here. Let's refresh here. Alright, so check this out, guys. So this is the new, if I just go out to 100%, so this is the new demo video here for marketing. We're gonna have to start working on BridgeCode here soon. Okay, I like the look of this. I'm happy about this. Great work. I now need you to stage and commit all changes to GitHub with a version label so that it kicks off the GitHub action workflow and deploys to production. All right, so we're gonna commit this. This is the latest version of BridgeSpace. We got some bug fixes done today, as well as some improvements. Let's go here. Also, I do want to ask here, Claude. Okay, Super Combo said Claude released something. Yeah, I think they did. It was something very basic, right? I did see something from them, but it was like very, very basic. Hold on, let me check. Would you review this in depth? Is there a reason that it is being blocked by things like this? For example, look at the screenshot here. And then I'm also going to go over to... Somebody else dropped me this. Okay, so Jana in the Discord, I don't know if he's here, but he actually also gave me a... This was another report that it was getting blocked by an antivirus program. Why is BridgeVoice getting blocked by antivirus programs? Do an in-depth review. Yeah, it's just diagrams in Claude Chat, yeah. All right, BridgeVoice. Launch 2 deep dive agents to pinpoint why this is happening. Don't update any code, but just review and figure out why this is happening and tell me why. Run npm run build and fix any build errors. All right, guys, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Launch 2 deep dive agents to confirm the work done by this chat and confirm that there are no breaking changes or issues introduced by these changes. You guys are cracking me up. Okay. So a couple things. X is going well. I mean, I am shocked that Elon did retweet my post from yesterday. The fact that I'm showing up in his feed is pretty cool. You know what I'm surprised by though? I'm surprised that I didn't get more followers from an Elon Musk retweet. Like I would expect to get way more followers from an Elon Musk retweet. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you guys missed this. If you go over here to this post, right? So reposts Elon Musk. Elon Musk retweeted this. So Elon Musk, I don't even follow him. Sorry, dude. So, where is it? It's right here. So yeah, Elon Musk reposted here. GLM5 code dropped. So I mean, you got 514K. Look. If it's allowed in an R-rated movie, it's allowed in Grok. What? That's so bad, dude. Nah, I don't know. The Grok is like, some of these image generators are like sexualized. It's kind of messed up. Like, I just see people like on X doing like, it's just not cool to do like, I don't know. It's just weird. People follow people more than products, in my opinion. That's an interesting statement, yeah. Okay, it didn't kick off the action workflow. This did not trigger it. This did not trigger the workflow. Try again. Somebody said that GLM5 code is dropping. Is that true? Let's check. I don't see anything. Okay. What? It's unsigned? Oh, wow. Alright, it's saying that the app needs an EV code sign certificate. I thought we signed it though with Azure. Review this in depth, review the workflow respectively, and help me understand. I thought this was working. Alright. Alright, do I use my daily driver laptop for live streaming? How do you remember to not leak secrets like API keys? Are there safeguards you use? Honest question, I want to start, but afraid I'd show my secrets. Yeah, I mean, you get better at it over time. Like, for example, like, hey, I'm just not, I have all my EMVs, like, ignored. I don't allow, like, Claude to go into my EMVs. In my AgentMD files, I literally have it, like, instructed to not show EMV, like, go into my EMVs, right? So Felix asked, is the Discord founder code still available? It is not. It expired last night. Last night. Alright, let's check up on this build. D-Sat Drew said, just started my DevX account. Any tips to get the first followers? Yes. Send your X in the chat and I'll follow you. That's the thing about the community is like, hey, we all need to support one another. Like, I feel like I do the best that I can to help support you guys. So yeah, just drop the link in the chat and then I'll follow and I'll try and, you know, reply and stuff when I can. Yeah, the 400 error on the website for applications is an error that I'm looking into. Okay. Be super concise and explain it in plain English. Dev team Drew. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right. There it is. I know where those emojis are from. Hey, let's go. Thank you, Drew. That's funny. Alright. Alright, so the installer is signed. The app inside the installer is not. When Tari builds the NSIS installer, it bakes BridgeVoice exe inside it first, then your Azure step signs the outer installer after. So the user downloads a signed installer, it extracts an unsigned BridgeVoice exe to program files, and Windows blocks it. So, okay, with this fix, well, I still need to get a... What was it called again? It was like a... What, like an EV or whatever? Certificate, or am I good with this? What COD skills are you using? Do you have any recommendations? I use a couple, but skills are really dependent on your workflow. Okay, got it. Okay, so we did find the error here. So shout out to Lucas, and shout out to, there was one other person that reported this issue. Shout out to Lucas, and shout out to Jonah in the Discord. If you guys haven't already joined the Discord community, make sure you do so. This is good though, because great work. I now need you to create a structured plan that will fix the issue with this without breaking the pipeline. Super combo. What's the superpower skill? What is that? Grok 5 coding is equal to GPT 5.1. Grok 5 isn't out though. All right, open that repo and click the skills folder. All right, hold up. I will say this, chat. Today, slower day on subscriptions. Yesterday we had 47. And here's my theory, okay? I think that as like trends ebb and flow, like things change a little bit. So for example, when a new model comes out, the amount of traction for BridgeMind will be insane, right? Because basically BridgeMind has insane credibility in the space. So Tideberry said, I'm an engineer at XAI. That's cool. I'm about to get a buyout from Elon here in a minute. Okay, hold on. I need to pull this up. Also, shout out to everybody watching over on Twitch. I appreciate you guys. Okay. Yes. Do that. Looks good. I mean, these models are so smart now that it's almost like, okay, like here's something that I would say, like one of the skills of being a good agentic coder is just knowing how to guide the models to get to the output that you need, right? So a lot of these models now are so capable that they'll be able to one-shot most things if you're able to guide them correctly, right? So the new skill is not necessarily writing code line by line or writing code to files. It's more so like you're guiding the AI to be able to get the outcome that you want, right? Like, for example, I guess I can't go back in this one now that it's, but like, hey, the first thing I did is I started a new conversation. I dropped in the errors that I was getting. I launched 2 deep dive agents to analyze the project to figure out what was wrong. I then kind of reaffirmed like, hey, this is what I'm using. I'm using Azure here. And then it went to the next step and then the next step and then the next step. And now it's actually building. So this is the kind of stuff that I'll do to be able to get to the end result that I want. Now, one thing I do want to say, I only wanted to stream for 3 hours today because I do need to work off stream on a couple things. So I need to end the stream here for today, and I will be back. I'm going to do an early morning stream tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow morning. Keep grinding, everybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be in the Discord and stuff hanging around, but I got to do a couple things off stream. So with that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the future.